The Dakar Rally is the most grueling endurance motorsport in the world. It involves driving flat out across more than 8,000 kilometres of sand and rocks for an astonishing 13 days. More than 600 vehicles compete, but half don't even reach the finish. The champion for both 2012 and 2013 is this team, Mini X-Raid. More than any other motorsport, the Dakar Rally is a team effort, with navigators and mechanics just as crucial as the drivers. Today, I'm the new recruit. I'm going to learn how to drive and navigate Dakar style and learn how to mend it if I bend it. Experiencing the challenges that face every part of the crew will help me understand what an epic feat the Dakar is to complete, let alone win. One of the sport's most experienced drivers, Spain's Nani Roma, starts by showing me round his £750,000 Mini. Nani, this looks like a Mini, but it's not, is it?
It looks like a Mini, but it's not. It's the big Mini with the carbon fiber. It's really light. Really expensive also.
But looks nice. So beautiful. Yeah. It's 5% bigger than a normal Countryman, with just the door handles, lights and windscreen remaining from the road car. The rest is built from scratch to cope with the brutal demands of the Dakar.
The body looks mini, bigger, but inside it's the really prototype car.
Its hand-built frame needs to withstand massive forces to protect the driver and navigator in a crash. The suspension is equally robust, with double shock absorbers on each corner. And to stop it from rupturing, the huge 380-litre fuel tank is made of rubber, reinforced with bulletproof Kevlar. And what's powering it? I presume the engine is at the front still, is it?
The engine is the BMW engine. It's 3 litres.
3 litre?
3 litre, 6-cylinder, 2 turbos, the small and big. The smallest start to work. And the reaction, the torque, it's amazing with this car.
On to my first challenge. Dakar folklore says the person driving isn't the busiest member of the team. The toughest job is that of navigator, who sits alongside the driver. And that's the first skill I have to master. Because the Dakar is run cross-country and not on closed stages like normal rallies, it's up to the navigator to make sure the car finds the finish line at the end of each day. Plus, he or she has to keep an eagle eye on the mind-boggling array of telemetry systems, and right now, that's my job. Nani's co-driver, Michelle Perrin, helps me write pace notes, code that describes the road ahead. I'll call these out to Nani while we're driving round the tough quarry test stage. OK, Nani, let's fire her up. Nani, it sounds like a jet engine is underneath me.
Yes.
What is that noise?
This is the turbo.
Ah.
This is nice noise.
Yeah,
nice
it's
noise.
good.
Amazing noise.
It's a bit scary. As well as monitoring a telemetry screen, the co-driver is also responsible for GPS navigation and operating the computer trip system while simultaneously reading the pace notes.
OK, where to go?
That's all a bit much for a novice like me, so I'm just sticking to reading the written notes to Nani. This will also give me a chance to get to grips with the course before I'm in the driving seat later on. 100 metres. Step down, not visible. I've done one. Oh! A Dakar co-driver will deliver hundreds of instructions during a stage. They aren't given specific details of the route until the evening before the stage, so have to work late into the night prepping their notes. 10 metres, turn right, 90 right with stones. I'll have a quick check of the controls. And then I'll shut my eyes. All I did was sit there, basically, and I am dripping with sweat. 250 metres, double caution, turn left. The pressure is immense. Oh my God, over the page. A late call of a hazard could have a catastrophic effect. Lots of trouble coming up. Big dip, you can't see it. I'm so blown away, I can barely talk.
It's not easy. It's so difficult to try to speak and to look the route book.
Oh God, it's a mild right with a hairpin, long left. There is no way on earth I would do that for more than 5 minutes, let alone 5 hours.
Nanny! Did you mean to do that?
If I had had to have pressed a button whilst on the move at that speed over those bumps, I would easily have pressed the wrong button.
Oh, Nanny, this is ridiculous. Oh, my God. Whoa, we can't even see. And then we've got a tunnel ahead, but go left before it, and that's our finish. Nanny, you're insane. I love it.
What a mind-blowing ride.
You're so good, I love it.
Reading the notes is almost impossible, and learning the track totally out of the question.
I can't begin to understand how your brain can focus for such a long period of time. It is unbelievably intense. It's the most intense form of motorsport I've ever come across.
There is a real skill to being a navigator, and I haven't got the talent for it. Welcome back to Germany and the headquarters of the Dakar-winning X-Raid rally team. This is where they prepare the cars before every event and where I'm preparing to get down and dirty. I'm facing the 3 toughest jobs in motorsport with the top mini X-Raid Dakar rally team. My bones were battered as I took the role of navigator.
Hairpin, long left.
And now I'm turning mechanic. Well, trying to. With limited tools, the driver and navigator often need to fix the car themselves in the searingly hot desert. Tobias, you're the chief engineer here. How important is it for a driver and a co-driver to be a good mechanic as well?
It's very important. They change the drive shafts, wishbones, for sure tires. They have to be fast, for sure, it's a race.
The severe conditions make the car's suspension absolutely critical. Tens of thousands of euros are invested to ensure each shock absorber offers the right blend of damping and control. The shock absorbers on X-Raid cars are supposed to be the most advanced in the world, better even than those on a world rally car. And as they are such an important part, I'm going to learn how to change one. The team want to keep my challenge authentic, so just as they would in the Dakar, I've got to do it in the heat of the day with only the tools carried in the car against the clock. My mentor is crew chief Felipe Ferreo, veteran of 5 Dakars. He's going to whiz me through the process before my challenge. First, jacking the car up.
This is exactly what they would do if the car was broken down on sand, gravel, mud, whatever.
To expose the shocks, first we need to get the wheel off. Looks a bit heavy. Now, how quickly could you do this?
Normally in a race in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, OK.
Yeah.
Might take me a bit longer than that.
That's okay, no problem.
In theory, it's pretty straightforward. Remove the bolts at the top and bottom and release the shocks.
And slide up.
I'm changing both, am I?
Yeah. All the time, if you want to change one corner, you change the bolts.
Oh, do you? You'd never just change one?
No.
OK. At £5 a pair, they're not cheap. Rather than use a new set here, we're simply putting the old ones back in again. I can push. You tell me when.
Okay, push. You are in, yeah.
OK.
Okay. It's not too easy sometimes.
No. If they get too hot, the shocks can fail, so keeping them cool is vital. Talk me through this air intake here.
So, you have a mesh in the front, you can keep the air all the time to refresh the dampers as well.
So this is cooling the dampers?
As well, yeah.
Wow. Suspension rebuilt, it's on with the challenge. OK, do you fancy a race?
Yes.
Felipe's going to change the harder rear suspension, while I do the more straightforward front set. That gives me at least a 2-minute advantage, on paper. Are you ready?
Already.
3, 2... I'm so far behind already. The temperature today is a sweltering 27 degrees Celsius. Whoa. Only a couple of degrees lower than you'd expect during the Dakar rally in January. As the nuts heat up, they expand, becoming tougher to remove. Oh, yes, here she comes. While the heat gives me some taste of Dakar, I know it's not as tough as the real thing. If I was in sand trying to do this, I'm sure it would be quite difficult to find a good footing. So they're free, but I can't get... Oh, there we go, brilliant, out the top. Felipe's reinstalling his, but I've only just removed mine. But with him still working, I am still in the game.
Felipe, how far have you got?
I'm still working.
Seems I spoke too soon.
I've dropped it.
He's done after 7 minutes. I reckon it would take me another 3 to finish.
Are you done? Good man. Oh, well done.
What do you think?
Oh, it's so hard. And also, if you were the navigator or the driver, you'd be wearing a full-on racing suit. You'd still be in your balaclava with your helmet on. And you're trying to do this in a ridiculous heat.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
There's just one challenge left. I'll be handed the keys to this precious rally-winning machine and we'll go head-to-head with Dakar legend Nanny Roma.
What do we do? Welcome back to Fifth Gear and our exclusive look at the X-Rayed Dakar team. I've been in the passenger seat, I've learned how to mend it, and now, finally, I'm going to get behind the wheel.
This is the grand finale of my insight into the 3 toughest jobs in motorsport. I'm taking this double Dakar-winning rally car to the limit of the X-Rayed team's German HQ. As it hits 110 miles an hour on sand, it's going to be tough.
I'm about to drive this £750,000 machine against the clock here at X-Rayed's local test track, which is in a quarry. And as I have never driven this machine before, I'm going for my first lesson. Where's the key? Oh, there isn't one.
My instructor, Nanny Roma, has got 17 Dakar rallies under his belt, so while there's no one better to learn from, it's also rather intimidating to be sitting next to such a legend. Better not stall it.
Very good.
When you take off, there's not much feel of the clutch, and then it suddenly bites halfway up the pedal, and
But
then you're off
the
immediately.
clutch is not bad, huh? The clutch, you feel the clutch, you know?
Yeah.
In the road car, sometimes you don't feel it. Blah.
It was really important for me just to start slowly because I've never driven this before. I don't know what its limits are. So I just thought slowly was the best way to proceed.
After just a few corners, I start to get a feel for the car.
Wow, Nanny, I thought that the steering might be heavy for some reason, but it's not. It's so light.
It's so light, yeah. No, the car is so precise.
Nanny, I'm up on this ridge and I can't see.
Be careful here. It goes down, but easy, yeah? It's easy. Go,
Okay.
go. Okay, brake, turn to left. Perfect.
So what tips do you give me for driving on sand?
This is, you need to have speed in this place. Never stop in the sand, you know?
Okay.
When you stop in the sand, you're stuck. You need to feel the car, but don't fight.
Stopping 2 tons on a loose surface takes some doing. On the Dakar, the Mini's rear brakes get so hot they have to be water-cooled.
Okay, brake. Second, to the right.
I'm trying. The hardest part was just trusting the car that it could go over all those different surfaces and undulations.
Now familiar with the car's controls, it's time to push myself and the machine before my timed lap.
Out of the corner and onto the throttle, the revs are rising quicker than I can actually grab the gearbox. Oh, there's a jump there that at the beginning I was really scared about, but now I'm doing it flat in third.
More, and second now, okay.
I need to turn in sooner than I would do if I was in a racing car. And then up onto a ridge, which is beginning to fall away at the edges. It's on Nanny's side, so that's fine.
Second, okay.
And first,
And now first.
braking downhill. Really feel the weight of that car now behind me. Turn early, get on the power, let the back swing out a bit so that I'm pointing in the right direction. Off I go again.
Perfect.
Lesson over. Nanny has one more piece of advice, though, before the real business starts.
You know, you try like that. In the,
Like I do on a racing circuit.
Sometimes you need to...
Juggle.
Yeah.
Spin.
Earlier, Nanny set a lap time of 1 minute 25 seconds. Having judged my driving, he doesn't think I'll go quicker than 2 minutes. I love a challenge.
Why don't you just stop the watch halfway round?
No.
Maybe?
No? How much you pay? Enjoy. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, go!
When the clock started, my adrenaline was up, my competition head was absolutely on, and I was flying.
Oh, Struth.
Okay.
So much so that I outbraked myself on the very first corner. Now I'm against the clock, I'm going a bit silly.
Okay, go. Run.
I'm going, Nanny, I'm going, Nanny.
He's worked well with the throttle and brake, you know? And this is so important with this car. Go, 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 go. Okay, go.
My heart's in my mouth a bit. I used different gears on certain corners, and so therefore was much sort of quicker out of them.
Okay, go, 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 go.
It's amazing how as soon as you get a clock on you, you tense up a bit.
Okay, go. Okay, brake, brake, brake. I surprised, real surprise. You drive really good, good.
The final corner. Am I inside 2 minutes?
Wow!
What do we do, Nanny? What do we do? 1 minute 41? Hey!
Wow!
No way!
Being 16 seconds slower than one of the sport's most experienced drivers around his own track felt pretty good.
I feel so privileged to have driven this car. It was a real contradiction because sometimes it felt so light and delicate, and other times you really felt the full force of the weight behind you, particularly when you were braking. But I'm thrilled to bits that I did a better time than Nanny had set me, so I feel really good right now.
I think she's enjoyed a lot, me also. And I think it's a good day from everybody, I think.
Hairpin right, long hairpin right. Then you go through some stone gates, stone walls. I'm so glad I don't have to look up too much. It's much easier looking down. And then we've got a tunnel ahead, but go left before it, and that's our finish. Oh yeah, in like 30 metres.